Hello my precious cinnamon rolls, my name is Phoephoe and I'm here back again playing Loren the Amazon Princess, and we're in the middle of the demon battles before we finish the game, so let's attack a small demon group. Let's pull everybody out. We don't have to have anybody specific, but I want Loren and Eleanor in here. And Loren needs to heal up, but that's okay. Misfit, Chambara. Where's Draco? There's Draco. Oh, we need a warrior. Let's get our Kiki. Stores 25% of targeted HP. Oh dear, he's a bit dead. Let's see, fire damage. That was easy.
Can I go home yet?
5 battles, 90% done, so one more small demon group. Let's just swap out Chambara for Mirth again.
I'll protect you.
Let's go in demon form.
I must go on.
Oh dear, he's a bit dead. Oh, Mirth can't resurrect. Right. Air damage, earth damage, do water damage on that one.
Why are you doing this?
Oh, I just did ice damage on the water demon. That was a mistake.
You're dead.
Whoopsie.
Yeah!
Eleanor, revive him.
I will not fall again.
Oh, I just did fire damage on the fire thing. I'm really getting mixed up today. There we
Do you
go.
like me, or do you like me? You like me.
6 battles, just even, then 99% of the gold camp. Eleanor was awakened by a sound of her tent. She gasped and sat up. Alice says, "Who's there?" The dark figure in the entrance came closer, creeping around Eleanor's bed first. Alice says, "Misfit." He silenced Eleanor with a hand over her mouth. Suddenly her heart was beating out of control. The rebel stared right into her until he was confident that Eleanor would not shout. He removed his hand and spoke quietly. Misfit says, "I'm leaving." Alice says, "What?" Alice says, "Come with me." Eleanor blinked rapidly. Alice says, "No, Misfit. No, you can't." Misfit says, "We can do it. I have the power." Eleanor says, "Listen to yourself." Misfit says, "I am. You both deserve freedom. Break the chains of your slavery. You chose life. Now choose this." Misfit grabbed Eleanor's arm and slid his hand down to her wrist in a tugging motion. "Take it. Take freedom. Run with me." Darkest passion caused a vision of prospective life with him to flash into Eleanor's mind. Not that she could conceive ended well. The world was still in peril, and there was no land far enough that they could reach without it ultimately consuming them. If Eleanor didn't stand against the evil here and now, she feared she would never be able to again. "No." Eleanor tossed Misfit's hand from her. "I will not abandon Loren now. You know what needs to be done in Everburn. We have a duty to our own to complete it, but you're running away." Misfit swallowed and hardened his features at the accusation. Eleanor says, "All this time, I thought you knew what had to be done. I thought you realised the importance of what we were doing. I thought you were above this." Eleanor felt a great pain in her chest from what she was saying. She grated her words through her teeth. "I was wrong." Eleanor quickly wiped away a tear from her cheek. "So go. Run like you always do. No one will care this time." Misfit's chest rose in a few. I think that's a typo. It should be fell. Several times that he stared at Eleanor for a while. Then he bolted for the opening in the tent. Eleanor caught his arm, pulling backwards. Darker fell back against it, but thrashed in an attempt to escape again. He pushed Eleanor from him, but Eleanor slammed all of her body weight against Misfit, knocking him down. Misfit rolled over and glared at her. He said, "Forget what I said. We need you here. Your people need you here. They are each breathing deeply, but for different reasons. The call is getting stronger. Each day we get closer to these mountains, the call takes all my sight and hearing. I am not myself. I am one of them." Eleanor's grip on Misfit loosened. His demon blood was getting stronger as they grew closer to their goal. Misfit says, "Free me." Eleanor almost did, but she took such pity on him that she wanted to let the Dark Elf go, but then she discarded the thought. "You can break the demon for all. I've seen you done it so many times. If there's a chance I can bring you out of it, then I can't let you go." The look of anger on Misfit's face had drained. His face was devoid of any expression. They gazed at each other, stuck in a moment neither of them quite understood. Eleanor spoke with what first came to her mind. "Don't go." Misfit's eyes flickered, but he didn't surrender. "I will. Don't let me succeed." Misfit only gave her a second warning, but he shoved her off and disappeared from the tent. Eleanor ran after him and chased after him as he fled from the camp. The Dark Elf was not as quick as he usually was, as if he was trying to slow himself on purpose, as if he was conflicted within himself. Eleanor caught up with him and tried to subdue him, but his demon strength emerged. She managed to make some progress in returning Mesfit to camp, but then he broke free again. They repeated this battle to a point of exhaustion. Eleanor crawled on top of the demon Mesfit, and pressed him firmly to the ground until his fight left him. They huffed against each other until they blacked out. They woke the next morning, realizing they'd fallen asleep in the meadow. Camp was on the horizon. Eleanor succeeded. Mesfit was his regular self, and he looked up at Wrassle on top of him. You can't do that every night. Though every muscle in Eleanor's body ached, she knew that she would be capturing every night if that's what it took. Then please don't make me. It would become routine from then on. Mesfit had become too skilled at breaking bonds, even others' knots, that Eleanor was forced to guard Mesfit where he slept every night. Some nights Mesfit would not want, and they would both be able to sleep. On other nights, Eleanor would awake to Mesfit's escape attempt. Eleanor would spend every drop of energy she had to catch and return Mesfit. But it kept Mesfit there, and Eleanor could tell Mesfit was grateful, even though he hid it well. No one seemed to know of the escape attempts, or if they did, they spoke nothing of them. It was a secret and a burden, but Eleanor was going to share Mesfit's pain until neither of them could stand it any longer. The reason why was both a mystery and as clear as day. It's already maxed out, but whatever. Just saving my game. 99%, one more demon group. Be fine.
I'll protect you.
Alright. What is she gonna do? Water damage on. It hits all of them regardless of what you do. Kiki.
Prepare yourself.
This is critical against air damage, which. Okay. Ren.
Why are you doing this?
Go. The demon army had been ravaged, and the survivors began to flee. Loren says, "Hold! Hold!" Loren withdrew the troops to gather for the next assault. Following the creatures blindly would have been a mistake. With the demons' ranks broken, the dwarven city of Hammerland was now revealed in front of them. The city was likely overrun with demons. Eleanor found her way to Loren's side again, catching her breath. Merthyr Polymonster approached her as well. Eleanor says, "What now?" Loren says, "The dwarven city, we must reclaim it, otherwise we have no legs to stand on if we run right into their territory." Polymonster says, "Who knows what they have in store for us in these mountains?" Loren says, "Everything we don't want them to have, that much I know." Merthyr says, "Shouldn't we be focusing our efforts on killing Faust? He is the only demon holding their arm together." Eleanor says, "But how would we even find him? Wouldn't he be in the castle atop the highest volcano?" Loren says, "That is where they would expect you to look for him. We could just waste men's lives charging that castle." Merthyr says, "My divination, I wish it was strong enough to work here, then I could search for him that way." Polymonster says, "I could help you with that. I will lend you all of my power, but would that be enough?" I said, yes, I think the wizard is powerful. You could give me what I need to use my divination." Eleanor says, "We need to take back Hammerland, no matter what." Loren says, "Yes, I will order the army in formation shortly. We need to march on those demons before they have time to recover." Eleanor says, "We await your orders." Ooh, new quest. Everyone awaits Loren's march orders. Eleanor wandered around the troops, wondering whom to spend her time with until it's time to move out. Let's just save my game. So to Amakiki. Amakiki was helping the soldiers pile the dead. Eleanor swallowed and joined him. When she walked up, Amakiki paused briefly to eye her. Eleanor helped him and made sure that the dead were moved with dignity. Inside of Horse Helmet glowed red as he stood on Loren's army reforming outside the Hammerlands. If they reclaimed that city, they would soon be in his territory. But he knew that it was not over yet. Not yet over. Soon their army would be in his hands and they would play by his rules. A demon teleported the room, collapsed on the floor and tried to breathe. Force looked behind him and saw that it was Jewel. Master? Force said nothing and turned back around. "I failed you." Force says, "Grob." The Green Goblin suddenly appeared in the room. When he realized where he was, he bowed his head humbly. Grob says, "Yes, my lord, how may I serve you?" "You're intelligent." Grob says, "If my master so says. You have been the only one I've been able to truly rely on since my return." Jewel, still barely alive on the ground, looked up at Grob with venom. Force says, "I need you to serve me once more." Grob says, "Yes, my lord." Jewel says, I can serve you, lord, please." Grob looked down only once at Jewel before disproving of his own will. Jewel says, "What about me?" Force says, "I have no more use for you." Succubus was left stranded on the cold floor as Force left the room to retreat to his headland lair. The army marched towards Hammerlands. The city was already in ruins, but the central keep was still standing. The entire city was being occupied by demonic forces. Loren was in the front lines leading her troops right for the city gates, or at least that what was left of them. As they approached, magic bolts were shot at them by demonic creatures, but Aravon had crafted many bows and had many archers. Astron signalled for the thousands of arrows to fly. Many demons were struck and fell for the walls. They were able to charge the city without much resistance. The true fight would be inside the dwarven walls. The army flooded into what was left of the town square. Each soldier impaled the closest demon. The death cries of hundreds of demons were music to their ears. A familiar sound from above broke through it all. Loren looked up and saw griffins circling overhead. Loren says, "What? Why are they here?" Loren pulled a sword from a dead demon and scanned the sides to see where the griffins were going to land. She navigated through the chaos, shouting Eleanor's name as she hid and followed her. The giant bird beast landed just outside the city. Loren and Eleanor ran up to them just as Brazier dismounted. Princess Loren, the citadel is under siege. Loren locked up even. That was impossible. Eleanor says, "By the demons?" Brazier says, "Yes, our forces are holding back waves of goblins and their pets, but we won't be able to push them back alone." Brazier says, "Princess, we need you to fly with us back to the citadel immediately, otherwise we may lose it." Loren says, "That will not happen. The citadel was strong, this is our great mother's design." Loren says, "But you can't leave, Loren, you're needed here." Loren says, "I will go." They looked behind to see Karen. She raised her head high. "I will defend my home and my people." Brazier says, "My queen." Loren says, "Mother." Karen says, "Listen to Eleanor. You need to stay here. Win this battle and take Everburn. I will liberate the citadel and find you before you battle Forst, I promise." Loren says, "You cannot do this by yourself." Loren says, "I was still an Amazon and I was still your queen." Loren looked over Eleanor, her eyes glistening. She feared for her mother's life, but what they were doing was more important than even just the citadel. The entire fate of the world depended on the battle here. Let's see him again. I want to go to Citadel. Loren says, "Go with her." Loren says, "What?" "If I cannot go with my mother, then I would trust her with you." Loren says, "Do not disrespect my battle honor. I'm capable of my own. Eleanor is needed here as much as you. Taking her from this fight is not worth." Eleanor says, "Do not worry, Loren. I will protect her." Loren nodded to Eleanor in complete trust and Karen sighed. "You must come, then let us hurry. This Citadel cannot wait." Eleanor slipped onto Brazier's griffin and immediately touched the skies. They did not need to exchange words to know that there was no time to waste. "Oh, we need to level her up." "Oh, that's Brazier." Got Brazier as a party member. Okay. Looks like she needs to go a lot in skill and strength. You could see the massive green goblins from the sky above. The citadel was being overrun by the creatures and their friends. Even though the Amazons were strong warriors, the goblins' numbers were too great. Crest? Loren said, "This is worse than I had feared." Dead Amazons were found at the entrance and not enough goblins corpses to match. Brazier says, "The queen has come." Brazier sounded the battle horn, alerting all of the citadel of Karen's arrival. The horn also caught the goblins' attention, also alerted their master Grob. He says, "Only the queen? Where's that brass princess?" The shaman furiously ordered its top goblins to attack the queen over her escorts. At the front of the citadel, Karen began her rescue message by slaying all the enemies in sight. This was her home, it was her duty to protect it. "You threat the Amazons, you perish." Brazier will join you in the next fight, but should only appear on the battlefield and you cannot change your equipment. Okay. Oh dear, this is going to be rather lopsided because we're both rogues, and I think Brazier's a rogue as well. Oh, this could be bad. Let's see, we've got a wizard, a scout, 2 warriors, and a spearman. Okay.
Please, guide my weapon.
Oh dear, she's a bit dead. Will you stop dying, Karen, please?
I am not ready.
Oh god! This is not good. Oh dear, this is disaster.
I will never.
Oh crap. Okay, got everybody up again. Right. No. Oh my god, this is really hard. It's because we're all the same class, and only Eleanor has healing abilities, so... Aye! Oh, try that again. Oh, this is a disaster. Okay. Put the shield on her this time. Use the marking spells.
I am weak. After all, I owe you my life.
All subjects are attacked by Karen. You're not Karen, but never mind. Yeah, we really need to exploit the mark skill, otherwise we'll never manage this at all.
Take me instead.
I don't know. Heal up.
Take me instead.
There we go. Should do that one.
Take me instead.
Razor Max, final scout. Eleanor. Oh shit, she's dead.
I should have surrendered.
There we go.
if I had the chance.
The main square had been eradicated goblins, and blood dripped from the ends of Karen's spear. The fear in her eyes was something that Eleanor hadn't seen in a very long time. The fire, even, not the fear. The old queen had returned. Rosa says they've overrun the palace. Eleanor says, quick, Karen, to the throne room. Karen slammed open the palace doors, filling the throne room with light and her mighty shadow. Inside, the screams of the Amazons were heard as they were driven to their last outlet of strength. Brazier watched as she lost some of her best women, causing her to cry out. Eleanor says, how could this be? How could mere goblins penetrate the city's defence and kill the strongest warriors? Karen slammed her spear onto the ground. A loud thump echoed through the throne room. Startled, everyone in the room jumped. The goblins are coward. They hide behind illusion. They cannot win in a fair fight. Grob turned around staring. Karen recognised him and chills went through her body. She had seen this goblin before. Grob says, all is fair in war. Eleanor says, you started this war. Grob smiled as if he were proud of the fact. The doors behind them suddenly shut, and they realised that they were being surrounded by goblins. The mounts growled at Karen. But we will be the ones to end it, like I will end you now. Karen lifted his spear and ran at Grob at full speed. She knocked over 2 goblins, jumped over another, and wheeled around his last bodyguard. She yelled as she prepared to land a mortal strike on the goblin boss, but quick thinking, Grob managed to perform a bit of illusion magic. His form morphed into that of a human man and did not move to attack or perform her magic. The man just stood and stared at her. Karen's attack halted just at the last second before impaling him, a tiny gaff escaping her. Right, Rhizome? It was just a projection of him, but Karen's heart kept her from killing even that. Through Rhizome's mouth, Grob speak. I had meant to drag your princess here instead of you, but killing you will not be without reward. You failed to be useful to me twice, so I'm eager for some vengeance. Even hearing the evil words did not move Karen's hand. Eleanor says, kill him, Karen, kill him, he's right there. Karen says, aye. The vision of Rhizome grinned deviously, and the romantic idea of him was starting to wear away. And then she looked past Rhizome and saw the ugly creature within his image. Rhizome was dead in this life, and it was time to make complete peace. Karen lanced straight for the illusion, and Grob gurgled quietly alongside what followed as they just stared at each other. Slowly, Rhizome's image faded away, and only Shaman was left, a spear impaled in his chest. Karen pulled back the weapon quickly to attack him. The goblins around them screeched, and their master being attacked swarmed her. Eleanor and Brazier rushed forward to save her. Boss fight! Okay, let's see how we can manage this. We've got a wolf, rider, Grob, a spearman, a scout, and a wizard. Okay, first thing first, I'm going to put a shield, a spell. Karen's going to mark that one. Brazier's going to mark that one. And then Eleanor's going to resurrect her.
I owe you my life.
Oh, mark still working? It is. Okay.
Be gone.
Oh dear, you're a bit dead.
I will never leave you.
It's the Wolf Rider. What was the Wolf Rider? Gotta resurrect her.
I owe you my life.
Oh my god, everyone stop dying!
I will never leave you.
And I'm gonna end this episode here. We'll try the boss fight again next time. Hi, this is Phoephoe. Thanks for watching this video. If you liked it, please leave a like, comment, and if you really liked it, please subscribe.